Hello, everybody. Thank you for having me here. I'm very excited. I am terribly afraid of public speaking, so this is a big deal for me. Thank you. But I'm a huge fan of education. I'm a huge fan of the Teacher 10 project, so thank you, Jeff and Jesse, for inviting me to be here tonight. So my story actually is about, as you all know, when you're gay, you have to come out like 100 million times to your parents. And this is called a story that I called A Recipe for Disaster. And it takes place in 2007 in El Centro, California, right before, who's from El Centro? There's somebody from El Centro. Right before the Prop 8 campaign, local state representative challenged me to get 100 signatures to support marriage equality. Naturally, I said yes. Give me a keg. I will bring 150 signatures to 200 people from El Centro. So my parents, God love them, Norma and Raul Moreno, tiny little Mexican, Catholic, very loving, nurturing human beings, said I could throw the party at their house. So yeah, I'd only been out for about a year at this point. So they had no idea what that meant to throw a marriage equality party. So the day of the party, my dad is sweetest man in the world, takes me shopping for food because he says that he does not want anybody drinking and driving because we live out in the country and the last thing he wants is for anybody to get in an accident. I'm like, wow, this is really sweet. So we go and he buys bacon and eggs and toast and he's just getting ready for a whole breakfast the next morning, and it made me really happy to actually like be able to connect with my dad on this level. Evening comes around, party's rolling, it's great, kegs there. We get 180 signatures, so I'm excited. I have met my goal, and I decide that I'm going to take my host hat off and actually start partying and enjoying my evening with everybody. It's totally fine. 2:30 rolls around, party's dying down. This is where the story starts. I decided that I was going to start cleaning up the house because that's what you do when you're a good son. You make sure that the house is absolutely spotless because my parents were sleeping upstairs while there were 100 people partying downstairs. And I had already prepared a mop bucket in the corner of the kitchen that I knew I was going to, if there were any spills, I was going to take care of this. So I'm putting bottles away, cleaning up the dishes, and only a few people are probably out hanging out in the backyard and some in the front yard. Bring over, and it's time to mop up the evening. And I'm in the kitchen, I'm in the hallway, bathroom. Everything is fine. I get to the last room of the first floor, and I step back, and I realize that every step I took was a little sticky. It was like, and I was like, why is this happening? And like, I just mopped everything. Like, and then I just took a moment. I smelled, and I realized, something doesn't smell right here. Looked into what has now become a puke bucket that was a mop bucket. I had spread vomit all over the first floor of my parents' house. Yeah. When that sunk in, it took a minute to sink in, and again, 2:30 in the morning at this point, I decided that I'm not going to deal with it. The rest of the house is spotless. The bottles, the trash is taken out. Like, come on, they should be happy. It's just a little sticky floor and stinks a little. I'm just going to open up some windows to air it out. Head up to bed, and I'm about to go to bed, and I hear, like this light scream coming from the backyard. So I open up the window and peek my head out there, and somebody goes, we're fine, it's okay, we're okay. And I'm like, wait, why are you guys in the backyard? Go to bed. It's really late. I need to go to bed. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. Who's out there? But it was like the gayest little voice. I was like, we're fine. And I just asked them to be quiet, close the window, and now it's like 3 o'clock in the morning at this point. I get a solid 2 hours of rest before I hear, naturally, I just ignore it and stay roll roll my head back to bed, and again, and in barges Norma, angry as could possibly be. I've never seen my mom this mad before. And she's like, ay, ¿qué pasó anoche? And I was like, Mom, like, what do you mean? She's like, the house smells like vomit and there's shit on the walls. Is this what it means to throw a gay party? I rolled over at that point and just kind of was like, well, I don't know about the shit on the walls, but there's definitely a funny story about vomit. You'll laugh about this later. Go to work. By the time you get back, you won't even know what happened. She did not like that answer. She just kept yelling at me and was like, no, the gay is all I heard was like, gay, wrong, gay, wrong. So I walk away from the situation and I'm like, I'm just going to start my morning routine, go to the bathroom, head over to the bathroom. I open the door and out comes somebody running in nothing but a towel. And between my mom and I, we're like, what was that? Okay, not going to pay attention to that. Go to the bathroom, do my thing. Hope that she's kind of gone by the time I get out. No. I come back out. She's still harping at me. Gay. So I finally turn around and I address her and I say, Mom, if you do not stop nagging me about this, I am going to leave. And this was also Christmas time when I was visiting, by the way. So I was like, I'm just going to go to my friend's house, beach house, hang out there for a couple days till you simmer down. And she's still fighting with me. So I was like, all right, fine. So I go to my room, start packing up my stuff. And obviously not the way I wanted things to go because I tried to do the right thing the night before. And as I'm walking down the stairs, I look to my left, and in the living room is my ex-girlfriend sleeping like this on the couch. And I was just like, why didn't she stay here? I didn't even see her last night. So I walked down the road. Oh, yes, I did not come out. Like I said, I didn't come out to my parents until I was 2006. So most of my life, I was straight to them. Get in the car, start to drive. My dad comes running out. He's like, don't go. I will work things out with your mom. It's fine. She's just really, really, really upset. Everything's going to be fine. And I was like, no, Dad, I'm not dealing with this. He says, I told him, I was like, here's what you got to do. He said, your friends are still inside, though. You left all your friends here. And I was like, Daddy, here's what's going to happen. You bought bacon and eggs and toast. Just make them all breakfast. It's totally fine. It'll be cool. Drove off, and my dad went inside, and it was like, wake up. It's time to go. Wake up. Eddie left. It's time to go. And this is where my story should end. And I know this is being recorded, so wherever the camera is, Mom and Dad, if you're watching, stop watching this part right now, because here's what really happened. As I'm driving out of El Centro, 30 minutes later, I get a call from my ex-girlfriend who had been woken up. This girl, that was like, sweetie, what happened? Oh my God, I heard you and your mom fighting. It was so terrible. I was like, oh my gosh, I did something so stupid. I spread vomit all over the house and And she was like, oh my God, I feel terrible. That was me. I was like, of course, the straight Christian girl was the one who ruined my gay party. But it doesn't even end there. Right after that, I get a call. I'm driving through the mountains from El Centro to San Diego, and my friend who had come down from San Diego to be at the party was like, oh my God, what happened? I heard you and your parents going at it. You guys were so upset. Is everything okay? And he says, were you guys mad because of what we did this morning? I was like, what did you guys do this morning? He's like, well, last night, blah, blah, blah. I can't say his name, I'm sure. Was in the backyard and we were trying to hook up and he fell into an open septic tank. Hence the loud scream, or the little faint scream that I heard. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, so we came back inside the house and we were in the bathroom and now this is why there was shit on the walls. And he's like, we took a shower and we just started going at it. And then our other friend walked in. I was like, what? At what point is are you so horny that you have sex with somebody covered in shit? So I was not being judged at that moment. I was just so exhausted and so tired. So I was like, dude, we'll talk later. Hang up with him. And I got to the beach house and got a nice warm reception by my best friend. And she was like, what happened? Is everything okay? I was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm mad at my mom because even though she has this impression of this is what it means to throw a gay party, and I'm like, no, it's not. She said, my thing to her was, this is not what it means to throw a gay party, but yeah, the gays do get a little messy sometimes. Thank you, everyone.